Hey there, pirates. Welcome aboard the Anime No Mi channel. Finally, we will get to see the third ship of the Straw Hat Pirates, a vessel even more powerful and technologically advanced than the Thousand Sunny. All of this will happen during the Elbaf arc, and I'll show you how in today's video. I hope for your support to help our crew win, and to do so, you just need to click the thumbs up button, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. By doing this, you will win an incredible devil fruit, so just comment which fruit you want. Guys, thinking about Luffy getting a new ship in Elbaf opens up many exciting possibilities, especially considering how his journey has been deeply shaped by the allies and circumstances he encounters. Since the beginning of the story, the importance of ships has never been merely functional. In Chapter 39, when the Going Merry is introduced, it's more than just a means of transportation. It becomes a member of the crew, and this becomes even more evident in the Enies Lobby arc, especially in Chapter 430, when the Merry is finally laid to rest. This moment is filled with symbolism about how ships in One Piece represent the crew's bonds and dreams. Thus, imagining Luffy receiving a new ship in Elbaf is like imagining the evolution of the story itself. Lilith, one of the six faces of Dr. Vegapunk, adds a lot to this equation. In Chapter 1066, we learn how each part of Vegapunk has a specific function, and Lilith embodies malice and the ability to think boldly. While she isn't necessarily a scientific genius like Vegapunk's main body, her cunning and creativity could be crucial elements in the creation of a new ship. Perhaps she sees Luffy and his crew as an opportunity to test ideas that have never been tried before, combining Franky's talent with the advanced resources she might have access to. Franky, on the other hand, is a figure who always surprises. During the time skip, in chapters 598 and 599, we see how he improved by using Vegapunk's research. Not only did he survive the impact of that knowledge, but he also applied many concepts to enhance his own skills and creations. The Thousand Sunny, for instance, is a testament to his genius, with features like the soldier dock system and the coding that allowed the crew to travel to the ocean floor during the Fishman Island arc. I think Franky, with access to Elbaf's technology and Lilith's help, could create something even more impressive. Elbaf is often described as the land of the world's greatest warriors, but it's reasonable to think that such a grand people would also have engineering proportional to their fame. Perhaps they possess knowledge of shipbuilding that surpasses everything we've seen so far. In Chapter 860, during Big Mom's flashback, we see how the giants of Elbaf value traditions and techniques passed down through generations. Imagining a scenario where Luffy and his crew gain access to this knowledge could completely change the dynamic of their journey. I think the idea of a new ship doesn't necessarily replace the Sunny, but perhaps complements it in some way. Who knows? The new ship could be a collaborative creation between the giants of Elbaf, Franky, and Lilith, blending advanced technology with a naval tradition that is both robust and incredibly efficient. This ship could have specific functions to tackle challenges that the Sunny, as impressive as it is, cannot handle on its own. Additionally, Elbaf holds special significance for Usopp. Since Chapter 116, when he mentions his dream of visiting the land of giants, it's clear that Elbaf is more than just a destination. I think the creation of a new ship in this location could also be a way to fulfill Usopp's dream while strengthening the crew's ties with this legendary land. Perhaps Usopp plays a crucial role in this process, helping to unite Franky and Lilith's knowledge with the giants' traditions. Another possibility is that the new ship has some connection to ancient history in the Void Century. In Chapter 967, we learn that Roger's ship, the Oro Jackson, was built with Adam wood, the same material used for the Sunny. Who knows, perhaps the giants of Elbaf have access to even rarer resources or knowledge, dating back to the Void Century, allowing them to create a ship that is both an engineering masterpiece and a historical artifact. Continuing along this line of thought, we can't ignore an important detail linking Franky to the Pluton construction project. In Chapter 399, it's clear that Franky, albeit unwillingly, became the guardian of very dangerous knowledge. He memorized Pluton's plans before destroying them, ensuring they wouldn't fall into the wrong hands. This decision was crucial to protecting the world, but also means he carries incredible potential that, with the right approach, could be used for something grand and perhaps revolutionary. Now, with Vegapunk in the story and Lilith's presence, who inherits the scientist's genius and creativity, it's hard not to think about what could happen if these two geniuses, Franky and Vegapunk, collaborated. In Chapter 1071, Vegapunk demonstrates his brilliance by creating technologies far ahead of their time, like the automatic defense system and the Seraphim. If he and Franky joined forces, I think it would be be entirely plausible to create something even more impressive than Pluton, but with a very different goal, not one of mass destruction, but of exploration and protection. Perhaps in Elbaf, one of the greatest challenges the Straw Hats will face is the need to cross extremely dangerous territories filled with sea monsters and severe weather conditions. The Thousand Sunny, with all its capabilities, is incredible, but even the best ship has its limits. Franky and Vegapunk could use Pluton's knowledge as a basis to create what I'd call the Sun God Sunny, an evolved and almost divine version of the current ship. Something that would not only enhance the crew's safety, but also reflect Luffy's growth as Nika, the Sun God. The transformation of the Sunny wouldn't just be functional, but also symbolic. In Chapter 1044, we see the importance of Luffy's role as the bearer of the Flame of Freedom. He isn't just a captain, he's a symbol of hope for his comrades in the world. If the Sunny were upgraded to reflect this, perhaps with a design incorporating elements of the Sun God and Pluton's legacy, it would become a true emblem of the pirate era led by Luffy. Franky, with his expertise in naval engineering, could adapt the concepts of Pluton to create a propulsion system capable of navigating through the most dangerous seas. Perhaps he could incorporate underwater displacement technology like Vander Decken's ship in Chapter 619, but on a much larger and more sophisticated scale. With Vegapunk bringing his expertise in clean energy and automated defense systems, the Sun God Sunny could become the most advanced ship in the world, surpassing even the Navy's warships. I believe Lilith would also play a crucial role in this project. In Chapter 1067, she demonstrates her highly creative and unconventional thinking, which aligns perfectly with Franky's approach. She could perhaps help integrate technologies based on hockey, a field still relatively unexplored in One Piece, but one that could add a unique element to the ship. Imagine a system that amplifies the crew's hockey, enabling the ship to literally repel attacks or pass through barriers that would be impossible for any other vessel. This collaboration could also add an emotional layer to the story. Since its construction in Chapter 436, the Sunny has always been viewed as a member of the crew, almost like a living companion. If it were transformed into something even more magnificent, it would not only reflect the Straw Hats' growth as pirates, but also their bond with their ship. Perhaps the Sun God Sunny could incorporate technologies allowing deeper interaction with its crew, such as systems that respond directly to the captain's emotions or commands. Moreover, I think this evolution of the Sunny could have a direct impact on future battles. Considering that Elbaf is one of the Straw Hats' next destinations, as hinted at since Chapter 651, we know they will face monumental challenges. The Giants of Elbaf are known for their strength and courage, but also their loyalty and sense of justice. If Luffy and his crew gain the Giants' trust, perhaps even incorporating elements of Elbaf's culture into the new ship's design, it could further solidify their position as leaders of the new era. Another interesting point is how this upgrade to the Sunny could affect the Straw Hats' relationship with their allies. In Chapter 903, when Luffy is declared the 5th Emperor, it's clear he is building a powerful and diverse alliance. A ship like the Sun God Sunny wouldn't just be a tool for the crew, it could also become a symbol for everyone who follows Luffy. Perhaps it could serve as a mobile meeting point, capable of transporting allies, or acting as an operational base during large-scale naval battles. Speaking of battles, we can't forget the role the Sunny has already played in previous conflicts. In Chapter 901, the ship demonstrated its resilience by surviving a devastating attack from Big Mom, thanks to its impeccable construction and the crew's bravery. If Franky and Vegapunk could further reinforce its structure and defense systems, perhaps using more advanced materials or technologies like the Pacifista lasers, the Sun God Sunny could become nearly indestructible, a true titan of the seas. But what do you think about this? Share your thoughts in the comments. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.